Hello from the Sapphire coast. Our strategy is to start south and work our way north. And right now we're standing in Boyd's Tower. We've come to Asling's Beach, so we can see the rock pools.
I don't think I've ever seen Earth quite this colour. It's like maroon and purple.
And right here at Asling's Beach there's a boardwalk which I think will take us down to a lake, so we're gonna hop on the bike. It's such a spectacular view and the water's so blue around here even though it's a cloudy day. I'm wondering if they call it the Sapphire coast because on a sunny day it's a beautiful blue everywhere.
You think?
Can't get enough. We've continued our journey northwards up from Eden into Merimbula. We'll tell you more about that tomorrow. Good morning. Last night we checked into our motel and we went kind of budget this time, but you know, it's got a bed and we mostly slept.
Cheapest motel we could find in Merimbula. Not bad though. You get the partial lake view they call it.
And this morning we've come down to Mitchie's jetty and oh look, we've got a seagull friend. Anyway, this morning we've come to Mitchie's espresso bar and we've grabbed some coffees. How's the coffee?
Oh, and it's really good. Definitely go to Mitchie's espresso bar.
It's just a little like coffee cart on the side of Mitchie's jetty here, which is the green and purple building that's right behind us. And they also had a gluten-free date and walnut loaf, so we've grabbed some of that as well.
Also tasty, yeah, really good. This is way better than what I can cook up at home on the Breville.
We try, but we're not experts. We're currently standing on the bar beach, which is kind of a sandbar in the middle of Merimbula.
Plane.
Oh look, it's plane landing.
Mitchie's.
Good old Regional Express comes to Merimbula Airport, so if you want to fly here, you can. But right now we're standing on the bar beach in Merimbula, which is a sandbar that kind of cuts off
Lake Merimbula from the ocean via this little boggy creek area.
And you can hire some kayaks and sups from Mitchie's jetty here and go for a bit of a kayak. We actually have our own kayak in the car with us, but yeah, if you don't have one, you can hire one, and I think we're going to get out there and have a bit of a paddle soon.
Everyone else is. Let's join them.
The last step, we can get wet.
Gonna be a sandy one today.
Time to get in. Haven't done this in a beach before. Oh. Obviously.
Nice, nice.
One.
Okay. Great. Let's go places. Yes. Oh, that's so nice. The waters looks great. Oyster farms. Also a bird farm by the look of it. Wow, look how many birds.
So one thing that you'll immediately notice when you come to Merimbula is all of these random post things in the middle of the lake here. And it turns out that they're oyster farms. And if you get on a kayak, you can get up close and personal and have a look at how they work. Kind of. I mean, I'm still not really sure how they work, but we did get close and personal. This place is kind of ideal for kayaking because of the enclosed nature of it with the bar beach there. It stays pretty flat, so you're not going to have a bumpy ride. I'm enjoying this so far. And the water is a whole lot clearer than the Queanbeyan River, where we have been kayaking lately. You cannot see a thing in there.
All these patches of sand in between the seaweed, heaps back there. Last time I was here, there was a seal bathing under the bridge over there, and then there's still signs up years later saying there's a seal in the area. Will we meet him? Will he help us meet our demise?
I hope not. Look at the old jetty. I think that one's for a bigger boat than ours. Houseboat? Sounds alright. Let's get one. We're coming up on Mitchie's jetty where we had our breakfast. There it is from the water. Now we're cruising close around the bar beach. Maybe we're going to head out to ocean, or to sea as people call it. We'll see if we head out to sea.
Oh, the water looks so nice and green.
Yeah, so pretty.
Sapphire coast.
Found the waves. Surf's up. Whoop, we're rocking. Oh man, look at the hills in the background.
Hey, real wave. It's tempting. Oh. Oh shit.
Maybe we will capsize.
Oh no, we entirely will.
Carl, abort, abort.
Film that. Film all that. Look at that. Look at the redness of it all.
Wow. And then the cliffs up behind it, also super red.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
Being pulled into it.
Oh, look at the birdie. He's a bit sus. Alright, home time.
So for a while now we've been meaning to test the limits of our kayak and see how far we can roll before we fall in. So we've stripped down, got rid of anything essential from the kayak, and we're going to give it a go now. Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Quite a long way is how far you can rock. We had to try.
Yeah, we did we actually just wiggled it before then and didn't flip it, so yeah, I mean, it's not the unsafest thing.
Now, would we be able to get back in this is the question.
What happens if we try to get in? Should I get in first?
Yeah, give it a go.
Alright.
But you gotta like, if you bounce off the ground, that's cheating.
I know.
You gotta pretend like you can't.
We'll do it a bit deeper.
Okay. I'm gonna try. Well,
We did it.
I got back in, but the kayak is full of water. But that's alright, we'll be wet at that point. Oh, rocket again. What?
It's chilly. It does remind me of the first time that we used it when we flipped it. Oh, there we go. We feel a bit safer now that we know that we can actually get it to move quite sideways before flipping it. But if you try hard enough, it's not too hard to flip it.
It's a bit of a muggy day today, so now we gotta swim after all that hard work kayaking, so it's win-win.
There's still the question of these life jackets that we've never really tested. We've just taken Hong Kong's word for it.
Oh my gosh, pelicans flying behind you.
Oh no. Okay, let's see if this helps me float. Does its job, etc. It does!
Yay!
Oh, that's cold! That's cold!
Well, that was some cracking kayaking. I think my favourite part was when we went over near the red cliffs and rocks. It was just pretty epic, especially with the little boathouse there with the old jetty. It was very picturesque, and I'm very happy that we went for a kayak here. I highly recommend it. We were going to go for a bike ride next to dry off, but there's no bikes allowed on this boardwalk, so we decided a walk is just as good for drying out. And now we're on the Merimbula boardwalk, which is pretty picturesque. Here, let me show you. Well, this is perfect. I need to rinse my feet. Ah, all sorted.
Looks like we were floating around in Top Lake, which is also Foggy Creek. And now we are walking along here. So this sign here tells us about the formation of this lake. Yeah, 18,000 years ago, at the peak of the Ice Age, the sea level was about 120 meters lower than what it is now. So there was no lake here, it was just land. And then 7,000 years ago, when that Ice Age finished, it just flooded in. And eventually, with wave action, it created that sand barrier that we were having coffee on earlier this morning. And also formed these lovely calm lakes. And then some years later, they built a boardwalk for us to experience this amazingness. I just really like the colour. This ruby chocolate colour of the land and the rock. Looks like we found some more oysters. Now it specifically has a sign that says, you know, help them with theft. If you see anyone, dob them in. Happy to pay for my oysters.
Can't say I've actually had an oyster before, so I wouldn't know what to do with them.
I wouldn't know how to harvest one.
Do you know how to cook one?
No. How do you do that? Oven?
Leave it to the professionals, I say.
I think I'll order some today though.
In fact, I think we might head there right after this. Next time on the Hassawells.
That's good. That's really delicious.
A little bit nervous about this. This is my first oyster experience, and it's happening on camera. We've discovered that there's a bike path that leads us out to Long Head Lookout. It's definitely not the smoothest bike path that we've ever been on. Never claimed to be a mountain bike rider. I'm not sure if this is meant to be a bike ride.
Yeah, I know.
All of the red rocks just here look like the surface of Mars. It's really cool.
This is the wharf where I was swimming off, and those humongous manta rays or stingrays. And they were the biggest, like 2 meter wingspan.
Oh my goodness, look at that blue.
Look at that ray. Oh, so cute.